Welcome in, college hockey fans. It's College Hockey Southwest Weekly. This is the final game of the regular season for the Arizona State Sun Devils and the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers. We're live here from 3M Arena at Mariucci on the campus of the University of Minnesota. Last night, folks, a 5-1 loss for the Sun Devils. Nothing that coach was happy about. Just had a chance to visit with him for a few minutes. You hear our interview in just a few minutes and on our podcast tomorrow. But coach basically said it was totally unacceptable, the performance of his play. The players, I should say. He was not happy with the parade to the penalty box. He was not happy with the effort and promised a different outcome tonight. So the guys are dressed in snow and storm tonight, so it's going to be different than the snowstorm they faced last night from the University of Minnesota. And we're going to hope for a better outcome here on the last game of the regular season. Here at the University of Minnesota, it's a big night. They've got 9 seniors that are going to be playing tonight. Their final game at home in the regular season. These 9 came in together. Talking to the radio voice, Wally Shaver of the Golden Gophers, telling me he can't remember when 9 guys came in and 9 guys stayed all 4 years. So a big night for the University of Minnesota. The Sun Devils will be looking to try to change that, come away with a win, get win number 22, complete the magic number run, reduce it from number 1 to 0, and move forward, look forward, I should say, to a berth in the NCAA tournament and ultimately Buffalo bound. Stay with us, folks. We got game action coming up. We'll be with you between the periods and letting you know what's going on here at the University of Minnesota. All right, welcome in, folks. Desert Southwest hockey fans. I've got head coach Greg Powers with me. And coach, this is the final game of the regular season for your team. We're here in Mariucci Arena in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So last night, flush it?
Yeah, there's no choice but to flush it. You know, it was, I think, our worst effort of the season on a big stage and at a traditional place like this. To come out that way was disappointing. And to play that way just wasn't how we play. It's not, you know, I know we're not, you know, a soft skill team, and we do take penalties because we have to play with a chip. But last night was different. Last night was not the image that we want to portray, and you'll see a different team tonight.
You know, last night you got off to a quick start, which I know you want to do on the road, right? You get a nice play from Dominic Garcia, gets it to Jay Clifford for that early goal. What was the mood like on the bench after that? Was it? It
was great. It was great. I mean, you know, to get that first goal from our fourth line, 2 popular guys in the team to make good plays like that, it was awesome. It was a good start, and you know, and then they had some pushback, and we weathered it a little bit, and then that kid made a hell of a play off the rush. I mean, he's a tremendous player. So we're going to have to be more aware of him tonight, and I think the guys will be.
Just like a broken record, let's talk a little bit about Joey Decord. Joey was probably what kept it from being a lot higher score.
Yeah, he was special. He was, you know, he's been special all year, and you know, when you give a team that many opportunities on the power play and 3 extended 5-on-3s, I think they had 26 shots in the power play, and then generally, you know, shots in the power play are high quality chances, and he was tremendous. He was tremendous. He's the only reason it was close going into the third.
What's the game plan to limit the shots and get more for your own team?
Well, we just want we want obviously more puck possession, yeah. But you know, parading to the box like we did last night against that talented of a team, they're going to get momentum. We gave them momentum because of how we played, and you know, it was an undisciplined effort. It was disappointing.
So 24 hours later, nearly, what's the mood of the team right now in the locker room? I know you just had a chance to visit with them, and how are they feeling?
Yeah, end it on the right note. We owe it to each other to end this on the right note. I mean, you have to reflect sometimes and look back and understand how far we've come. You know, 5 years ago today, I told them, I said, you know, 5 years ago today, we were trying to figure out how to pay for the pizzas,
right?
You know, and now we're quote unquote getting upset in Minnesota's building. That's 5 years ago. If somebody said that, I would have called them absolutely nuts. So we've come a long way. We all know where we're going. We all know where we're going to take this program. These kids have done an unbelievable job building this and putting us in the great position that we're in today, and we're proud of them, and they owe it to each other to finish the right way tonight.
You know, we in the media have joked a little bit this week about the maroon and gold atmosphere down here and everything, but when you've been down here now for a couple of days, what's the feel of how close this is to seeing our building in Tempe looking similar to this?
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's probably gonna be a little different than this one, but this is a big building. This is a tremendous atmosphere and a great state for hockey, and there's a lot of really good people up here that are excited about what we're doing. There's some people that aren't so excited about what we're doing too. But that's going to happen. We'll win them over eventually. We'll win them over.
So as a coach, and final question for him, we talk college hockey. How nice is it to hear a pep band marching around the building and see cheerleaders out on the ice and see that
It's
college hockey spirit, right?
Everywhere we go, it's the same thing, and we'll have that. We just, there's not the room for it at Oceanside, unfortunately. So, but we'll have it.
Coach, good luck tonight. Great season. We know what lies ahead. Let's go ahead and get a W on the last night.
We'll do. Thanks.
Pre-game like a pro, post-game like a champion at College Bar and Grill. Located across the street from the iconic A Mountain and Sun Devil Stadium and a quick walk from Wells Fargo Arena, College Bar and Grill is your home for the best local craft beer, delicious creative cocktails, tasty food, and Tempe's best atmosphere for Arizona State athletics. College Bar and Grill. Pre-game like a pro, post-game like a champion. Online at ilovecollege.co.
All right, welcome in, folks. We're between the first and second period here at 3M Arena at Mariucci in Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's all I can say, Jeff Walker, the son of the parent, the father of Johnny Walker, who is not in the lineup tonight. So, Jeff, this has been a tough week for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, pretty disappointing.
You know, it's all in hockey, though. When things happen, you know, there's really no control over it. They happen when they happen. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Last weekend of the regular season, now we're looking towards tournament time. So we're hoping that J-Dub gets back on his feet again. But how are things? How's he feeling?
He's frustrated. He's not playing, obviously, like he would be. But he's a quick healer. I was a quick healer, and I think that I've seen him in the past heal pretty quickly. So he'll take care of himself. He takes care of himself pretty well. So I'm sure he'll be back.
You've made a lot of trips on the road and to the rink at Oceanside. This one is different. What's going on with this team last night and tonight? What do you see?
I don't know. I see more about Minnesota than I do see about ASU.
Yeah.
I expected something like this from BC, BU, when Arizona State came to play.
Right.
I'm seeing some swagger from Minnesota, like, hey, this is a culture here. This is Minnesota boys playing Minnesota Gopher hockey.
Yeah.
And you want to come in here, we're going to show you a couple things. That's kind of how I feel. I've seen a little bit of, I don't want to call it cocky, but I've seen some swagger from that other team. And I just think they're playing really well. I mean, they got 13 NHL draft picks out there. They're playing to what they normally should be. They're a 500 club, but they're much more talented than that. It shows you that the Big Ten is a pretty strong conference.
In addition to the number of draft picks they have, they got 9 seniors tonight playing their final game at home in the regular season.
Right.
And I was talking to one of the radio announcers from Minnesota earlier today. He said he can't remember when there was 9 players that entered as freshmen and all of them are leaving as seniors in a Minnesota program. So I don't know if that's good or not for Minnesota, but that's the way it is, and those guys seem really inspired tonight, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. It's senior night, just like we saw back at Arizona State. Senior night, those guys came to play, and they delivered a nice win. So, I don't know, they can fly, they can pass. I think if we take the body, we can change some things a little bit, but I'm not the coach, and I don't know.
Well, the bottom line to this is, even with a 5-1 loss last night, they still managed to hold their number 8 spot in the pairwise, which is important, right? I mean,
absolutely.
you can't drift too far towards that, what we call the cut line, which they say on the pairwise is 16. I like to say it's 12 because you got to figure in for some upsets. But right now, the Sun Devils are fairly comfortable.
Yep.
I said a win tonight would kind of give them that lock, but a loss tonight is going to make us all sweat it out for 22 days.
Yeah.
You ready for that?
I think we're in good shape. I think Providence or Northeastern lost, ASC won today, so we gained up a couple points there. But I think the boys are in good position. they've earned it, and I think the way I've read everything that I can't see them slip past 15, so I think they'll be good.
You know, we were doing everything we could. It was a snowstorm yesterday, so we figured that would favor Minnesota.
Yeah.
Tonight, Johnny Loeffner came out with the Sonoran Storm uniform, so we figured the Sonoran Storm was going to take it, but 3-0 after the first period. What do they got to do to get back into it, in your estimation?
You know, I wouldn't just forecheck a little more, but you know, a little more thumping. Take the body, knock these guys in the face, punch them in the face a little. You know, some of these goals the last couple of days have been deflections. Like that last goal, I think was a deflection.
Yeah.
Then I think Sandu kicked it in.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a lot of tough luck. We got to make our own tough luck. So we got to get some shots on goal, crash the net, get irritated. I mean, that's where we missed John a little bit, where you can get under people's skin a little bit and get him off the game. So maybe someone can do that. But
Jeff Walker, appreciate your time as always.
Absolutely.
You're a faithful Sun Devil, not only a parent, but Van, I know you bleed this maroon and gold now, and it's not the BC gold anymore, is it?
Forks up.
Thanks. All right, welcome in, college hockey fans. College Hockey Southwest Weekly live coverage of the Arizona State Sun Devils, University of Minnesota final regular season series of the 2018-19 season. Between the second and third periods, right here at 3M Arena at Mariucci, Minneapolis, Minnesota, on the campus of University of Minnesota. Currently, Sun Devils have battled back over the 4-2 game in favor of the Gophers. Got one period to play in this regular season, but let's talk about the 2 goals that were scored in the second half of the second period. Dominic Garcia on a great individual effort scored a short-ended goal while the Sun Devils were playing a 5-minute major, which was assessed to defensive Jacob Wilson for contact with a hit on one of the biggest hits you're going to see in college hockey maybe ever. Sun Devils weathered the storm, shut down Minnesota power play, scored a short-ended goal. Brett Cooper came back on an even strength goal, banged in a Joshua Maniscalco goal rebound, and all of a sudden the score is 4-2. Sun Devils dominated the rest of the period, battled back, showing the grit and muscle of their head coach Greg Powers. Everybody knows Greg. They know that he's a guy that won't quit. People have the team battles to the very end, the final whistle. So right now, here's where we stand. It's a 4-2 game for the number 12 Arizona State Sun Devils at the University of Minnesota. 20 minutes to play in the regular season for both teams. We'll be right back with the third period.
Behind the Mask Hockey Shop, celebrating 25 years of exceptional service to the Arizona hockey community, offering the top brands and an educated staff of hockey players to help you choose the right gear for you. Visit any one of our 3 Valley locations or check us out online at behindthemask.com.
Coach, your thoughts after this one, final game of the regular
Well,
season?
it was obviously they came out hard. They outplayed us there in the first. I thought for the better stretch of the last 2 periods, we played really well. And then we had tremendous pushback. Could have cut it to 1 there a few times. And I'm proud of the guys that they didn't quit tonight. Certainly not the weekend that we wanted, but we won't let this weekend define us. And, we'll start preparing for bigger and better things.
As a former goaltender, you had a chance to watch Joey tonight make some tremendous saves.
Yeah, he was great. I mean, that's what he's done all year. And, I think a couple of those in the first were accustomed to him making those saves. And that's what I think is the evolution of Joey. His body language doesn't change, whether they have 5, 1, 2, or whatever. He continues to work and grind it out. So he was awesome.
Ever seen a guy face 3 breakaways on the same
No,
power play?
I never have. I mean, those couple of those power plays, we had a couple breakaways, and it was just carelessness with the puck, and it was unfortunate. We thought when we got that power play, we could cut it to 1, and it just didn't work out.
Just the officiating tonight, different from third period last night. Just what were your overall thoughts of tonight's game, differing from the last second half of the game?
I mean, I thought we were much more disciplined tonight. Obviously I don't like Wilson's hit. It cost us a goal. And that's the biggest thing. And but overall, from the stretch of the game, I thought we played a really clean game, and it could have been dead even as far as penalties, as far as I'm concerned. It should have been.
You've preached all season about how nothing's been guaranteed with this possible postseason run. Now we're at the end of the regular season, and really nothing is guaranteed anymore. So how do you keep everyone's emotions in check over these next 3.5 weeks?
Well, I mean, I think it's looking pretty good. Like we're going to get in. We got some more help tonight from teams around us, and we feel good about our chances. So we're going to prepare like we're in because we think we are, and get the guys some rest, get healthy, get Johnny healthy, and our guys will be ready. They'll be ready.
Just how important is Walker to this team? Obviously the power play is lacking there, but just the overall chemistry for this team as it heads into this little break before the tournament.
I mean, we miss Johnny. I mean, in a game like tonight, when we're climbing back into it, and we had some really good pushback, especially in that second period. Those are the games where you miss him because he thrives in that environment, and we missed him. We missed him all weekend. Just missing he's a weapon, and he makes other teams have to notice him, and it opens things up for everybody else.
Coach, you played some Big Ten teams in the past. You played some this year. Where does this team rank up with some of the other ones, the Penn States and Ohio States?
That team's as good as any team in the country. From a talent standpoint, skill standpoint, speeds. They're a tremendous team. Big Ten is such a good league. Anybody in that league can win that tournament. We wouldn't be shocked if those guys win it. They're fully capable. They're hot right now. They swept Ohio State on the road. They damn near swept Notre Dame here last weekend, and they just swept us. So they're playing their best hockey of the season, and I wouldn't count those guys out.
Looking back at the season overall, it's been an incredible run for you guys. How important was it for you just for the growth of the program?
I think it's huge. It was an amazing regular season, 21 wins. That's nobody gave us a chance to win. Probably 15, let alone 21, and be in the driver's seat right now to make the postseason. So we're proud of our guys.
Final word for your seniors tonight. They battled, they fought.
Yeah, they battled, they fought. I wish we could have given them a win, the final regular season game of their careers, but they're not done. They're not done yet, and we're proud of them, and we'll be ready. We'll be ready for what's ahead.
Have any plans for what you're going to do on that 22 days before Selection Sunday?
We do. We're ready for it. We have it all prepared and ready to go, and the guys will be ready to play.
Is there a timetable for Walker's recovery for the upcoming?
It's day to day. I think now it's just getting him treatment, getting him rest, and we fully expect he'll be back.
Welcome back to 3M Arena at Mariucci here at the University of Minnesota campus in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight, folks, it ended up a 5-2 final with the Minnesota Golden Gophers on senior night, representing their 9 seniors. Outlasted the Sun Devils, earning the 5-2 victory, closing out the regular season for both teams. Not the way the Sun Devils intended on closing out the season, but as Coach Powers said, this team is a heck of a hockey team, and he wouldn't be surprised if the Golden Gophers win their conference and advance into the NCAA National Tournament. As for the Sun Devils, they're looking forward to a 22-day break before they find out whether they're in or out. All indications as we sit right now here on March 2nd is that the Sun Devils will be in the NCAA National Tournament, somewhere from a 2 to a 4 seed, depending on how things play out in the playoffs. Coach Powers says the guys will get some rest, then they'll start to prepare, and they will be ready for a NCAA tournament run. We're starting the hashtag right now, folks. It's called hashtag Buffalo Bound. This team is determined. They're focused. They're hoping to get Johnny Walker back healthy. They believe they will get him back healthy. They got, in my estimation, the best goaltender in the country in Joey Decord. He proved it again this weekend, making save after save after save. And folks, the Sun Devils, for the first time in history, are going to make an NCAA tournament bid, despite falling this weekend by 5-1 and 5-2 margins at the University of Minnesota.